You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot at pimping.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-not mascot.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Some regular guys and gal having some real conversation. Get your funky ass up. You know the routine. What's good with the family?
Good morning.
Yo, top of the morning. What up?
What's good with the family? What's up with y'all? What is up with y'all? How are y'all this morning, man? How are y'all? Y'all
nice
like this
sunny
morning?
day. I hear we got a bunch of rain coming this week.
Yeah, I heard.
It's gonna be a hot one today. 96 today in Raleigh, man.
Yeah, I heard, man. I heard. How was y'all evening?
Good, man. Got that victory yesterday.
Yeah, man. I heard about it, man. I heard about it. I was in the gym yesterday, man. I couldn't even get out there, man. But shout out to the boys, man, getting it done.
And they did
Getting
some
it
work
done.
Boys
yesterday.
and gals.
The girls and the boys did some stuff yesterday.
Look
It was
at that.
truly amazing.
That's good stuff, man. Good work. Good work.
Good to see.
Good work. That mean they building their confidence up.
Oh yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing, man. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. So, you know, playoffs should be getting ready to start. So, we'll get that together.
Beginning of June, man. We rocking and rolling.
Oh yeah, well, you know, we're gonna bring that. You know, that's my birthday month. We're gonna bring that on right on in. We're gonna go ahead and get them awards, man. That's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Listen, man, I want to start off, you know, on a little funny note this morning. Y'all tell me, listen, ladies, I wanted to say this to the ladies, man. I was gonna save it for women chat. But ladies, we better not catch y'all outside like this, man. We better not catch y'all in the midst of doing this shit right here.
Prison, bitch. You're going to fucking prison, bitch. Jail. God damn it. If any of you motherfucking bitches walk outside with this goddamn contraption on, you're going to jail immediately. You understand me? Your life is over. Your rights is gone. You're going to prison. You're going under the jail and no one's going to see you again, God damn it. Hell no, you fucking build a bitch. Not today. Not today, Satan. We going to melt your ass in the candle wax, bitch. Get your ass the fuck on.
We better not catch y'all in these streets with the rubber butt.
Y'all think this is something we've been doing this for the longest time, man. That's just the new and approved version. That's it.
Come on, man. You know these women are ultimate deceivers, man.
Y'all looking at them ladies in the sundresses. That's what you're looking at most of the time.
We better not catch y'all out there with the bubble butt. You heard me? We better not. Because I'm going to have something to say. Come on, man. They got the whole rubber contraption, man. Come on, man. That shit look crazy. I saw that shit and said, what the hell? What is this? They got to put up they got a short set. It ain't even a short set. They got a butt set. What is that?
It's the norm. That's just a newer version because of the material that it's made out of. But they are out here. That's not new. Ladies are wearing them. They have been wearing them for a long time. They sell them in the beauty supply store.
I'm saying, but when you come up out of it,
what?
That thing ain't looking like it was looking. That thing ain't looking like it was looking.
It don't matter. You there now.
It don't matter.
You there now. So.
For those that don't know what we talk about, man, I'm gonna bring it back one more time because I tell you, man, I'm gonna tell you now, man, I better not catch y'all ladies out here like
Prison, bitch. You're going to fucking prison, bitch. Jail. God damn it. If any of you motherfucking bitches walk outside with this goddamn contraption on, you're going to jail immediately. You understand me? Your life is over. Your rights is gone. You're going to prison. You're going under the jail and no one's going to see you again, God damn it. Hell no, you fucking build a bitch. Not today. Not today, Satan. We're going to melt your ass in the candle wax, bitch. Get your ass the fuck on.
Hold up. So both basically they got the hole in the middle
So you can pee.
Catfishing
for you
was
to
a
be able to
thing.
use the bathroom and all that.
Yeah.
What you gonna do out here in the summer? That thing gonna be stuck to your butt all sweaty.
Listen,
That's catfish on top of the catfish, man.
it looks like an upgraded version. I was actually looking at that to try to see what material it was made out of, because that might have to be added
That's
to
the
the
super catfish.
wardrobe.
I tell you what, man, it don't make no goddamn sense. I promise you.
I might have to add that to my wardrobe. Seriously though, because I
Oh
saw
my
it and
God,
I was like,
B.
But listen to. Oh my God.
Why would you want to do that to somebody, B?
Let me tell you.
I'm doing it for me. I want to look a certain way in certain kind of dresses.
And I'm glad you said that.
Outfit.
I'm glad you
It's just an
said that.
enhancement garment. That's it.
I'm glad you said
B,
that.
all I will be saying is you're trying to allure somebody in, like you're trying
What's
to
wrong
bring
with that?
somebody. So you're gonna use those tools in that strategy?
I mean, it's no different than wearing makeup. It's no different than wearing weaves and nails.
That's different than wearing makeup to me.
No different than the padded bras.
That's different than wearing makeup to me.
No, it's the same thing. It's a beauty enhancement. It is a body enhancement. That's what we use to attract.
Lord of mercy.
That's what we use. That's what a female
Lord
species
have
does.
mercy.
We use what we got to attract what we want, right?
Oh my goodness. And that's why I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to know if it was for the ladies or if you was doing it to, for the men. Because men don't care about that shit, ladies. I need y'all to know.
Y'all
we
say
do
that,
not,
but then just like you just said, you get offended if you find out it ain't real.
That's because we don't care about that. Like, you ain't have to do that. Why you try to entice? You tried to entice me.
Right.
You tried to
deceive.
That's what you're looking for. Now, y'all got to be a little bit more consistent here with your responses. Either you're looking at it or you're not.
We might be looking at it. That don't mean that if we checking you out, we checking you out. The fake butt.
You checking out the butt.
Because you put the fake butt on. If you put the fake butt on, of course we're gonna look and say, damn, she got a little fatty. But that is not the shit that, if that's what you're doing to attract a man, ladies, please stop with the illusions.
No,
please.
that's what it's always been. Y'all looking at a version of it. It's always been women do things and women make enhancements to attract men.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, bees, those be the girls that be single.
Ladies.
Them be the chicks that be single, the ones that be doing all that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You shit me.
It might attract us.
Hey, bees, you think they be in relationships? They be single.
look, what's what I'm saying though? It may attract us, right? But once we found out it's not real, we're not interested anymore. We're looking at you different, right? You could have had no butt. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. You could have had no butt. You don't need that, ladies. You really don't. And I don't be wanting to, go at the ladies. I don't talk about the fake lashes and all the, enhancements you put on. The ladies, the illusions need to stop. Come on, ladies. It's 2026. They're like, you know what? I could make myself all over. I could look like a whole different person. Nigga won't even really know what I look like. Y'all out here disguises like it's Halloween. Please, ladies.
They do that with makeup. They do it with a lot of makeup.
Yeah, they do, man. I done seen people transform with makeup.
Totally different people.
I done seen them transform with makeup. I will not lie. I will not lie at all. We gonna go on to the next day, man. Listen, well, first of all, we're gonna say Claressa Shields has been banned from MVP promotions. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I already know what happened. I saw it on Saturday night. But she has been banned from MVP promotions because some things went down Saturday night, and I'm gonna let you see. What?
Your way. Where's my who the fuck you're with? Not me. Shut the fuck up always.
Hey, get out the way. I want to get in there.
No.
World star.
I know you won't whoop no ass.
Not right now.
You won't whoop no ass, Alycia. Who asked you what you are?
I'm calling her to get in there.
Claressa Shields is standing on business. Standing on business. She smacked the shit at Alycia Baumgardner, and you know that's how it went down, ladies and gentlemen. She is now banned from any MVP promotion events. That was at an MMA fight or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna put up some things. Matter of fact, we can even come back to that. I want y'all to talk about this shit. I gotta do something real fast. But I want y'all to talk about this real fast. What happened in NC? No, I'm not even gonna play that yet. Do that yet. Look. No, we're gonna go back to Claressa. We're gonna talk to Claressa. I just wanted y'all to see that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go back to that.
Why would you want to DQ Mallard Creek? What did we do? Why are the rules so stiff on us?
Mallard Creek boys track head coach Sam Willoughby still trying to find answers after his athlete was disqualified for holding up his hand during the 4x400 meter relay state finals on Saturday.
We needed to have that victory in order to win the state championship again.
It was a win that would have kept a winning streak going.
He was putting up the number 5 to indicate 5 state championships that we've won over the past couple of years, 2 indoor, 2 outdoor.
State officials say Nyan Brown was warned for unsportsmanlike conduct after breaking a record in the 300-meter hurdles with this celebration. A warning neither Brown or Willoughby said they received personally. They appealed the disqualification.
She said because he put his hand up before he crossed the line, she has to abide by that rule.
We've had state championships from Wednesday through Saturday. I went back and looked at some of the videos and some of the other pictures, still pictures. So it's highly disappointing in comparison to what I saw.
Wow. Wow, what you think about that, Bees?
I don't like it. I thought it was totally unfair. I don't see what the basis was for what they called. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't obscene. It wasn't something that, could be misconstrued as something else. It was a gesture. He put his hand up. Whatever he meant by it, it wasn't something anybody should have been offended by. It wasn't something to indicate, like a huge celebration or, you know what I mean, or something like that. I really thought it was unfair. And I still hear what they're saying, but I don't understand what the call was.
Yeah, I really want to look deep into that track. I want to look into that rule as far as track goes. You know, we look at a lot of different sports and we see people celebrate, and that wasn't really like a celebration to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he put his hand up.
That was it.
And they DQ'd him for that. That's like that was extremely harsh. That was extremely strict. And like I said, I would love to learn a little bit more about that rule, get a better understanding.
It didn't make any sense. I don't like it. I hate it for the team. I hate it because, you know, it's no different than, you know, the 2-arm celebration or the 1 arm, you put number 1 up in the air. And like they showed, that happens quite a bit, regardless if, you know, he was before the line or after the line. What would it have affected with the race? It doesn't affect anything with the race. It's not taunting. He wasn't directing it at anybody. I don't know. I can't understand what their reasoning is. I hate it for the team. I hate it for this young man. Because you take stuff out like that, being so strict, you make the game not worth it for the people that participate in it. The whole point of participation is the competitive side of it. You compete and you are proud of your competition. You're proud of yourself. Why not display that? Now, I understand you got to draw the line when it comes to some, you know, obscene acts or, you know, gestures that may be made, but a little celebration shouldn't hurt anybody. You're proud of your accomplishment. If someone takes offense to that, you're on the other side. Sorry. That's just the same scenario that everybody get a participation trophy.
Yeah, and that's a thing. You know, another thing is, you know, a lot of people say unsportsmanlike conduct. I just don't see, like, I don't see that. I didn't see that in that right there at all.
That was
like
what was
I don't know what was unsportsmanlike about that. That's what I'm saying, B. Him holding up his hand. I didn't see. Oh my God. I really don't even know what to say, B's. You telling me they won 5 championships in a row. They won that championship by a large gap. You seen how large the gap was.
Right.
I just don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all.
It seemed that it came from maybe some jealousy side or some petty side where, you know.
I think that Mallet Creek program may be getting some type of I don't want to say hate, but they're getting something that's being watched they being looked at a certain type of way. Right. And we know that a lot of these programs get that at times. A lot of these certain high schools and things like that do get that. And Mallet Creek may be getting a bit of that, like, y'all too cocky, we don't like y'all. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna play by every rule when it comes to y'all. And it sounds like that's what Mallet Creek getting.
Yeah, it sounds like it's an extremity of the rule, though, because there's no way it can be interpreted that was anything offensive or worthy of being disqualified for.
And they said that they warned them, and the coach said they never was warned. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he didn't know, and he had no clue that he couldn't do that and did it, it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, I hate it. I really do. I hate it for the sport now. It's kind of like, you know, we can't even enjoy your success, your personal success. I mean, you know, what's yeah, I got it, you know, confirmation to yourself at the end of a hard race. I don't know.
Yep, especially for track people.
Because we've seen stuff happen in the Olympics. They do it in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, they celebrating, you know, close to the finish line sometimes. I've seen Sha'Carri sometimes, you know, will start skipping, you know, that kind of thing. You know, like, yeah. I don't know what is the basis behind it. I don't get a clear understanding about it. Explanation that they gave. I didn't understand quite what they're saying the rules were. So
yeah, well, I hope NC High School Sports Association get involved and really take a close look at that. Even the team that won shouldn't feel like a winner. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't feel like a winner. Like, I did not win that by no. We know who won. We know who should be the winner. I think they need to take a look at that, and that should be overturned, and they should have the right to be the state champions. Like, I think that wasn't right at all.
And
hopefully
I just
somebody
looked
get
up the
involved.
rule. It says that the NCHSAA competitions, Article 1 states, unsporting conduct is behavior that is unethical or dishonorable. It includes, but is not limited to, disrespectfully addressing an official, any flagrant behavior, intentional contact, taunting, criticizing, or using profanity directed towards someone. This shall apply to all coaches, contestants. So what was taken out of what he did as unethical or dishonorable?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It just don't go together. None of that go together. It just doesn't.
It wasn't flagrant. It wasn't taunting because it wasn't directed at anybody. What is the basis? I'd like to hear that argument.
Yeah. I wonder if it's over. Like, I wonder if it's completely over. Do we know if it's completely over? Like, is it done? Like, they don't have a chance to appeal that or fight that?
They did file an appeal to NCHSAA. And I don't see anything that says that it has been heard yet or decided on, but they did file an appeal of that decision. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I don't understand it either. I think that definitely was truly wrong. I don't know. I feel bad for track athletes.
Well, wouldn't this fall under any sport, though? Under NCHSA, SAA?
Yeah, but what you gotta understand? What are we deeming unsportsmanlike conduct? They could dance in football. Like, jokers could do doing all type of stuff in other sports.
But that's what the most of the controversy is about. You know, what about his particular action was grounds for disqualification?
That's why I said it sucks with track athletes, because I'm really trying to figure out, like, what standard are they holding these track athletes to, that holding up your hand is unsportsmanlike conduct. That's kind of like, that's like over. I think that's overly strict. Like, I don't understand that one.
Yeah.
And I definitely think they need to take a look into it.
We see all kind of celebrations across the board, you know, in different types of sports. Shoot, even tennis, you get a, you know.
Yeah. You'll see. And that's what I'm saying. They even said something to Serena about that. Like, the girl was trying to talk to the ref and make some type of contest, that how Serena overreacted after a game. Like, she did too much. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And these individual sports. So I don't know. It's tough.
Jay said, you're correct. There's a lot going on with Charlotte high schools. They picking on them. A lot of it is starting with football programs.
I can believe it. Mallard Creek, one of those schools. They're one of those schools that dominate the better half of the Charlotte area, and most likely all sports. They probably dominate in all sports. You know, they're predominantly what color type of kid school. You know, you already know what the kids look like. They're dominating. They're dominating in damn near every sport out there in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area. So they might technically, they're gonna get held to the grades and standards. You know what I used to always get told by Jay and them, that Cap City Steelers was always held to the highest of standards all the time. They gotta follow by every rule. Every rule they're gonna hold Cap City Steelers to, because they play the best, they perform the best, and you know what they look like.
Right. And the littlest little thing is gonna get you a name for yourself. So I hope it turns around. I really do. They did, like I said, do that appeal. And in the appeal, which is just admirable, the school is asking not to take away the championship from Jordan, but they want the decision overturned to disqualify Mallard Creek and for the Mavericks to be co-champions.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I get it. I mean, because at the time, you know, they're awarding this other team as champions, right? So every picture they have, all the, you know, things that have been printed already are saying that they're champions. So it's kind of like, you know, we're not going to take that from them. Let them have that, but let us be co-champions. Just take away the disqualification for us, and they'll settle for that.
That's tough, yo. You see what I'm saying? That's whack, yo. And B, they were levels better than everybody else. I'm talking about way better than everybody else. It's like it ain't no codes. Everybody clearly seen we were the better team. That's
definitely
crazy.
Can see it by a large margin. Even with that race he was running, it was like the kids was way behind.
They was way behind. It was like there wasn't even a race.
It wasn't even in range, and he slowed up. You know, maybe they was considering that too. Maybe the fact that he slowed, you know, his pace, maybe was a form of taunting. Maybe, I don't know.
They said him putting his hand up was like unsportsmanlike. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy, because they show still pictures of other track runners that weekend with kids with both arms out, you know, both arms up in celebratory situation. I don't understand. Like, I'm lost.
I hope more information comes out about why that decision was made by that particular official, and it had to be only one official. So I know they're getting heat. But just delve a little bit more into it so it doesn't happen again. You know, you want to make sure something like that doesn't happen, and everybody's aware of what you're looking for and what you're considering as being taunting or disrespectful.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, I could tell you this one. If they needed to make an example, at any track meet or any track, anything, that was your example right there. Mallard Creek High School.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where he is. He said he's coming, but I did want to go back to Claressa Shields. Like, what is really going on with her lately, though? Because I've seen quite a few things online with her acting out. In my opinion, is she just looking for attention now? I mean, she was in the news for a minute. Her and Papoose. She missing the attention.
yeah, I think at this point she's trying to stay relevant. B's like she trying to stay in the mix, and she got to do stuff. You got to do stuff to stay in the mix, B. You gotta do stuff, and she's doing a lot. She's doing the most.
Because what was the need for all of that? I mean, I understand you get in a heated, you know, altercation with somebody, but was that necessary? Like,
No.
it didn't even seem like what they were talking about were necessary to even get physical.
it's actually starting to make Claressa look a little uglier than ugly. Like
I think so too.
she's starting to do shit that just like I'm like, yo, wow, like you just yeah, you just like what she said, she's seeking attention, man.
She's seeking attention, and to me, I would rather her go out like, hey, you holding the record. I don't know how to get this off the screen. You holding the record, you should be looked at as being a person that people are looking up to at this point, right? Like, you know, you're holding, you know, all of this fame and all of this hard work that you put in, you want to be glorified for, but you're looking regular. You know what I mean? You're looking like Jenny from the block. You know, you out here stunting with furs and weave and, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what are you doing? You're kind of going opposite of where you should be. You've done all this to get to this point, and now you're just out here doing silly stuff in the street, club fight. Like, what is going on? I feel like she needs to get herself back together. She needs to get focused. I don't know what got her off of her block, but this is not a good look for her.
Oh, she technically, you know, she feeling herself right now. Because you already know that's what that is. She feeling herself right now. You can't tell her she ain't the GOAT and all of that. So you already know how she operating at this point.
Yeah, being banned, that's crazy. How you go from being this level of a champion, the first ever, you know what I mean? Like all these accolades to being banned because of your behavior. After the fact. It's not even like an active fight going on. You know what I mean? Like this is just normal stuff. Like, what are you doing? But I don't know. It looked like to me, Alycia, I don't know what her stance is on the situation. I don't know if anybody's seen anything from her, how she feels about what's going on. But it looked like she held herself a little bit, kept her composure a little bit.
Yep. She said, hey, she got a new record. First fight ever to be banned from MVP.
You're right about that. You're right about that. I don't think that's a record that she should be proud of. She definitely, I hope this morning that she is really, I hope she's really thinking hard about where she is right now.
Man, right now somebody scouring the world right now to find a chick to whip her ass right now. They looking.
I kind of feel like I'm ready for that because I am seriously over Claressa Shields. I'm seriously over her. It was hard to like her in the first place, but now it's kind of like, yeah, I have nothing to go on. I respect your grind. I respect your talent, you know, but I don't like you, you know. It's hard to like you. It's hard to get fans. And if you ain't got, you know, your fans, I don't know what you have. Not that I'm a, you know, and I'll be all either, but I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. And doing stuff like this is not helping at all.
Nah, hell no. Like I said, it's making her look even uglier. Like, you alright, but now you starting to look a little ugly. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of ugly shit. You feeling yourself too much. I think she's getting too much money.
You think
I think she's making a little too much money. Yeah, I mean, when you start getting a little more money, man, you start seeing people start acting out of character.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Alycia Baumgardner may actually be suing.
Oh yeah, that's what it say?
Mm-hmm. She's threatening legal action.
Yeah, see, when you get more money, motherfuckers come for that shit too.
Well, it's rightfully so. You ain't having the right to put your hands on somebody like that. Not like that.
Yeah.
Not at your status. Like, come on, what are you doing?
Assault. So
And it's not like you can deny it or anything like that. You definitely held liable. She can play that to the highest extent to get as much money that you can possibly get from somebody for assault.
yep.
I don't know what y'all think. But yeah, I think she's seeking some kind of attention. I don't know. I think she just missed being in the spotlight. I did see her having a lot of online beef with people too, trying to keep that going, but that probably died down because people are like, okay, you ain't relevant no more. All you do is threaten to beat people up.
The real question is, do you think this papoose and her shit is gonna last? Is this like a real thing?
I don't think it's gonna last just because it feels like the person Papoose is a little deceitful. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he shows who he truly is. Maybe that's me in my opinion, but I don't feel like he's what he shows that he is.
I think she young as hell mentally, and it's gonna continuously show. And he gonna get up out of there, man. He ain't gonna really want to be with no girl that's just doing random dumb shit. Like, come on, man. He too old for that shit. He ain't into that shit. He gonna be fighting. He gonna be in public. He gonna have to be a boxer.
But he did come out and had to defend something about her recently. I thought I saw that he was in some kind of altercation because of something going on with her. But yeah, I mean that's a look nobody really wants. When you get to a certain age, you ain't trying to be out here in the street going at it with people.
Yeah, all the time your girl in here doing some other shit, man. It's gonna get to the point he gonna get up out of there.
Do you think he tried to change her image?
I think he turned her up a little bit. I ain't gonna front. I think her getting with him got her a little more publicity for real. She started rapping. She started doing look at her. She walking around with the mix on.
Like, what
she doing the most. She doing the most right now. That's why I said now I'm thinking she feeling herself a little too much. And she gotta be calmed down. She gotta be humble, man. Right now she ain't humble because she feel like she the GOAT.
I don't know, but to me,
hey B, when you can beat everybody ass, it's like who gonna shut me up? That's kind of how she moving.
That she got, yeah. But to me though, with her and Papoose, it looked like Papoose tried to make her into Remy. I don't know if he did what she felt like she had to be or live up to what Remy was. But you remember when Remy got out of prison, you know how bummy she used to look back in the day. When she got out of prison, you know, she glammed up too.
Now let's be clear. I definitely think she had to step her swag up. I definitely think. I think at one point that wasn't really a thing that she cared about. Now you see her image is everything right now. She ain't fucking around. Right. She making sure she look good everywhere she go.
Everywhere she goes, she popping her mouth, and we know how Remy like to get, you know, verbal with people. You know, and it's like Claressa, all of a sudden now you want to be a rapper. Doesn't that remind you of Remy? Like, are you trying to do Remy 2.0 with Claressa?
It's possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems a little weird. I hope that she can reroute her course at this point, because it's not a good look for her out here. All this
what he need to do is knock her young ass up, get her knocked up, sit her down, let her have a baby. Yeah, and let her turn into a lady, man. Let her get a little more lady, like let her have a baby.
What you mean?
Nah, she too tough, B. She too tough. She too tough. A baby should calm her down, baby. A baby should make her more loving. A baby should make her more like, come on.
Wait a minute now. What if that's not what she wants? Maybe she don't want kids.
That's why I'm saying he need to. She might not want it, but what she need and what she wants is two different things. She need a baby. Humble her
I
little
don't
ass. Sit her
know.
ass down.
Is
She
he
too
serious
tough.
about being with her? You don't need to have a baby with her, if he ain't serious about being with her long term, though.
That's another thing. Like Gina said, she be listening to this. She look at the comments and all that. She one of those. She feed into all that type of shit. That's why I said she do too much. She do too much.
Yeah. Yeah. She ain't used to that world and was getting all that flack, but I don't know.
Now she getting all that attention now, B. She can't even
Can't
stay
fight
off
the
the
world,
internet.
though. That's one thing I do know. You might be the biggest and the baddest, but you ain't about to beat everybody.
That's why I said they scouring the earth right now to find somebody. They trying to find somebody to whip her ass right now. Somebody's
Who would
looking
be
for
on that level,
somebody.
though? What do you think about Alycia?
It got to be in that world where they gonna do it at. That's the question. MMA, regular.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out who would be a good. I don't know too many of the boxing people.
I don't think they got nobody right now, Bees. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think she'll whoop them all. She'll whoop
I don't
them
know.
all right now.
We need a rocking moment. Somebody to go in the off season and start beefing up, so they can come back and knock her ass out.
Now let's be clear. It's gonna be another one of her. It's gonna be she coming and they're gonna catch her right when she start hitting that old mark, and it's gonna come. We're gonna see how tough she is.
Yeah. I don't know.
AB, this is gonna be after she had that baby. All of the
my
above.
Lord,
I'm telling
you.
you.
Baby on her.
I'm telling you, B. She got once
putting
she
a
had that
baby on her.
baby. Yeah, she need to have that baby, man. She gotta.
I don't know if that's gonna work for her.
She gotta soften up, Bees. She too tough, man.
But if she wants to stay in the boxing world, that
She
ain't
too tough.
gonna happen, right? Because if she have babies, she ain't coming back to fight.
Why not? Layla Ali had babies and it was a boxer. Why not?
I feel like that's gonna take her out of the game.
You think her having one baby? You think her having? I'm glad you saying this. You think her having one baby is gonna take her out of the game?
Listen,
She's
do you
done after
understand
one
what
baby.
happens to a woman's body when she has
Yeah,
a baby
but
growing inside of her? Her physiology changes. The physical composition of her body changes.
Bees, I know a lady that had 5 babies and wasn't out the game.
It ain't the same though.
Nah, you might not be the same. You might not be the same. But what you like? I'm trying to figure out what you saying. You saying she won't be able to box no more after having one baby?
I ain't gonna say she ain't gonna be able to box no more, but she ain't gonna be at the level that she was. She won't get there. It's gonna take a lot to get back. It's a lot of work to get back from having a baby. Not saying everybody is like that, but a lot of women, because your whole physiology changes when you're carrying a child. That's from the cellular level. Your body composition, your bones move and shift. Your muscles realign themselves specifically to put energy into pushing that baby out of your womb. So your body changes, and then it got to go back. And then you consider if you have a baby again, it's going to change again. And then you got to go back. It's a lot of work on a woman. And not to mention when a woman has children, her dedication level, gets more family based. She's not going to want to get punched in the face so her kids can see.
So basically what you're saying is she going to soften up. She going to soften up a little bit.
It may take her out of the game. It depends on her as a woman. It may take her out of the game. I don't want my child looking up at my face and I got a big swollen black eye.
So you saying her softening up, she ain't gonna be the same boxer and she pretty much will be done.
She's not gonna be the same boxer.
Dang.
Dang. I truly believe that. I don't know. I'm trying to think about Layla Ali and if she had kids while she was actively boxing.
B, she did. I'm telling you, she had a first one. She had a couple kids. We ain't gonna act like she just had one and she was out the
had
game.
9 kids.
Come on, B, what we talking about? And she still look good, and she still look fit, Bees.
Muhammad had
How old is she?
But Layla did have a couple of kids. But I'm trying to think if she kept going after having kids. Like how long? I don't know. I don't know.
She has some. She still fit. She still look good. I don't think having a kid is an end all be all.
No, it's not the end all be all, but we got to acknowledge that, yeah, it is going to change a woman. And
I think it's going to soften her up now. If you're saying her softening up, is going to throw her whole boxing drain off, then I agree. Because she going to soften up. She have a kid.
Absolutely. Her mental's going to be softer because she's going to be more conscious about how she, takes a punch. What the lasting effects are going to be, because her priority would then shift to being a mother. She still has to take care of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things that would change, I think. And I don't think that she would be at the level that she is. So I would say even, for some women, they may make the choice that's going to take them out of the game, period. And that may happen. It depends on who she is as a person. I don't know her background, but if she's family oriented and the family is important to her, she may make that decision just not to box anymore.
Yep. Well, it look like it might be almost over. She ain't got no matches. She ain't got nobody that's trying to fight anyway. So in the next year, so she'd be over.
So what happens if she, don't get any more matches? Like,
she forcing it. That's why she forcing it. That's why she trying to jump in MMA and fight chicks from different other leagues, not even boxing. She trying to jump in anything because she can't get nobody to fight her. They gonna find somebody to whip her though. I'm telling you that right now. They gonna find somebody to whip her. It's coming. I don't know how old she gonna be then, but they gonna find somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I think I feel bad for her because, when you get to a certain level and you're competitive and it's like, where did that get you? You did all that work and now you're just stagnant. But going over to MMA, maybe that's a good look for her.
No, I don't think she built like that.
You don't think so? You don't think she can get there either?
No.
What does it take to be an MMA fighter, though? I used to be so interested in kickboxing because I like to kick people, use my legs, but I don't want to get kicked in the face. So I don't know how that'll work. I'll be really mad if a chick come and kick me in my damn face. I ain't gonna lie. But I wouldn't mind kicking them in the face. That's why I don't like to fight, y'all. Seriously, because I don't want to get hit. I'll hit, but I don't want to get hit.
Well, some people master that game, the art of hitting and not getting hit. Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather.
I just got to work. That'll give me a second. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah. Get your work done. Got to keep the job. Did she do MMA already? I don't know. Did we? I don't know if Claressa did MMA already. I don't know. But maybe that's what she got to do. I mean, or find something else to do. What else? I don't know. If she can't get any fights, I don't know what that means. She ain't making no more money. She ain't got nothing else to prove. I don't know what it looks like for her going forward. But oh, you said last February? Was that like just a show, or was that like, was she competing MMA like for a while or something? Or she just did like a showing, like one event or something like that? Oh, okay. I had to look that up because if she fought in MMA, maybe she'll have to go back to that. Or either she didn't do well because she didn't stick with it. Maybe that's what it was. She got kicked in the face too many times and she didn't want to go back to doing MMA. Because I understand the sentiment. I don't want to get kicked in the face. It's like one of the worst things I can think of when I'm fighting somebody if they kick me in the face. Okay. All right. Yeah. She fought 3 times, so I guess. But it must not have been good. I don't think I heard anything about that. So thank you for enlightening me. But I wish her the best. I hope that she can course correct because this look ain't good for her fighting out in the street doing this dumb stuff. You got too much on your back that you could be recognized for, remembered for. You don't need to be doing all this stuff in the street, giving yourself a bad rap, losing fans, losing support. I'm sure that had a negative effect on her endorsements too. If not yet, it probably will, as long as people keep giving it attention. But definitely, if she keeps acting out like that, she's gonna lose a lot more than just being banned at MVP. And if Papoose is the reason that she out here acting up like that, she might consider letting him go too. She lost 1-1 too. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe she'll go back to doing MMA. Maybe not. But I know that she need to get out this street though, because it don't serve her well to be out here looking like that. Especially getting sued. Now, getting sued after you done physically assaulted somebody and it's on video ain't gonna look good. You definitely gonna lose some money. She definitely gonna lose some money. How much? Yet to be determined, but that's a loss of money. And I don't know how much she got or how much she make. But considering she don't really have fights lined up like that or people lining up to fight her in the future, she might want to chill out. Teacher, who you talking about? Papoose? Because I don't want to say what I think of Papoose. I mean, I thought he was a good guy, but I don't know. It's like some people you kind of get a feeling for sometimes, and I feel like some of the stuff that's been going on is a little bit of something he ain't really showing who he is. I don't want to say too much, but friend of the show. But yeah, self-evaluation she definitely needs. I think so. That's exactly the words that I was looking for. A wolf in sheep's clothing. That's exactly what he seems like to me. Because the whole time that we were looking at him and Remy Ma's situation, I don't know if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, but the whole time we were looking at their situation, you got the impression that he's a good dude. You know, he waited for her, you know, to get out of prison. He took care of the kids. He held everything down. You know what I'm saying? The ideal guy. But at the same time, now it looks like something else is going on. It looks like, you know, he might not be what he was portraying that he was, especially, you know, considering some of the stuff that Remy started to say. Not that I believe everything either, because we know women scorned have some things to say sometimes. But I hear you, E. Welcome back.
All right. Yeah, I'm back. I heard all that stuff y'all was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with all of it.
I know you don't. But yeah, I definitely feel like he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's something yet to be revealed about, you know.
Peppos?
Yeah.
I
really feel like that. I'm just saying, I know we, you know.
I will say this, right? That with the incident that happened with Claressa, what type of nigga are you that you don't step in and neutralize the situation? Because it was over him. If you heard her, she said, stop worrying about who I'm with and worry about who you with. She's like, I hate you keep popping shit, right? And Alycia Baumgardner, not for nothing, every chance she gets, she got something negative to say about Claressa. The smack, I wouldn't be, you know, willing to mess my bread up like that, but sometimes you got to pop a motherfucker in the mouth, yo, like sometimes. And if you go look at all the stuff Alycia Baumgardner been saying about her, she just happened to run into her. Now we face to face. Say all that shit now, and she was still saying it. She was saying, I'll whip you right now, and all this other stuff. So, I mean, it's crazy.
That's because what I'm saying. It don't make sense. I get what you're saying, but her being of the stature that she is.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that you got to protect the bag at all costs, right? You just got a bag, right? So for you to act like that and to do that is out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing that is out of pocket. You're supposed to first think about the brand, think about the bag, especially when you're out and about, because you can risk it all. You could get dropped from your promotional company. All that stuff can happen overnight. You know what I mean? That could be in a fine print. No unnecessary stuff like you messing up the brand. You can't do that, man. And not for nothing. I heard y'all talk about if she get pregnant. If she get pregnant, she's still going to be whooping ass after she had that baby. And not for nothing, Fly, I hope you in here. Fly said, because I was listening. I heard Fly say that she will. They looking for somebody to beat that ass. It's not going to happen. It's not a woman in boxing that could beat Claressa Shields. And I'm just going to keep it real. With her pillow hands, it ain't a woman that could beat her ass, man. They could do all the searching they want, high and low. She done went through every division except the lower divisions. There ain't nobody could whip her ass, man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And Alycia Baumgardner, to be doing this, because she about to sue, right? Oh, let me get it up here.
She needs to sue.
Because she about to sue. Yeah, she about to sue. She said, I was physically assaulted without provoking her. This behavior reflects a repeated pattern of hostility, chaos, and attention-seeking conduct that continues to embarrass women's sports. This situation has been and will continue to be handled legally and professionally. But the shit you doing, Alycia, is not professional. You not no media personality where you can talk about people and do stuff like that. You try to kick her back in and talk. You'll whip her ass and you'll do all this. You've been doing this shit for years. Now that she done ran into you and smack fire out your ass, you running to do the legal shit. You real corny for that. And I'm glad she popped you in your mouth. And I hope she could fight you. I hope you could either come up to her division or she come down to your division to whip your ass because you are not that good. I'm just going to keep it real. And I just said when I said, excuse me, y'all, for coming in, throwing a monkey wrench in the game. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping it real. Like, she do too much talking about Claressa for Claressa not to be undid something after all this time.
Who cares if you're talking about somebody?
People care. You can't. I say this all the time, Bees. You cannot tell nobody how to feel about disrespect, yo. You cannot tell nobody how to feel about disrespect. I say that all the time. That's why it's good for people.
Educate them on what disrespect is.
She know what disrespect is. She know exactly what she's doing. Right? She knows she's provoking her. Right? And what I'm saying is,
only provoked if you allow yourself to be provoked.
Well, she allowed herself to
hear it. You can walk away. You ain't got to listen to it. You can turn off the internet. You ain't got to feed into it. Let it go. For what? What are you doing that for? Because you are up here. She can't beat you in the ring.
I'm saying Alycia Baumgardner kind of up there too. She kind of up there too. If
I'm
you want
just
to talk,
saying, if I got the belt, you don't. Ain't shit you can say to me, knock me off my block. You stupid.
And I respect that, Bees, and I respect that. But everybody don't feel like that. And I say this all the time. You can't tell people how to feel about disrespect. You've been doing this for years, and I've been listening to you. People coming back telling me, she done said this. She'll whip your ass. She'll do this, that, and the third. When you see me, keep that same energy. And not for nothing, Alycia kept that same energy. If we play the video back, you'll hear Alycia saying, I'll whip your ass now.
Yeah.
And she smacked the shit out of her. Do it then.
Yeah, she just wrote her a check.
Yeah, she wrote her a check. She's going to have to give about $50,000. We're going to figure it out how much it's going to be. She's going to have to give up something, though. But I wouldn't have did it. I just think it's a sucker route that Alycia Baumgardner is taking. Let's settle this in the ring. We ain't got to keep doing all this. I done seen boxers get knocked out in press conferences and don't go press charges. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she got to do what she got to do. And whoever telling her what to do is right. You know what I'm saying? Because Claressa just got the bag. So I might as well go get some of that money then.
Yeah. And what's going to stop the next one from coming and getting some of that money? So now you setting a precedence that, hey, anybody that come after me, I'm going to react and you can get paid from it. You got to have better mental space than that.
Yeah. And I hope like that. And me personally, you know how I felt when I said, I hope this is like I hope this is like them setting up for like, you know what I'm saying, a fight or, you know, them mixing it up and getting it in. Because this is long overdue. This is long overdue. I'm talking about she been popping shit for years. This is long overdue. And that's the thing I think is Claressa's problem. I know I heard you say, I don't know what her problem is. This is the main problem I think she got. When people talk about Papoose, her and Papoose relationship, she ready to jump off a cliff over that. My man. She ready to jump off a cliff over that. And I think as Papoose being the elder, right, and being the man, supposed to be like, yo, listen, don't worry about nobody talking about me. Like, don't worry about all that. Handle your business. We got things to do, things to accomplish. We ain't worried about all that. We living our life. We doing us. We ain't worried about that. But Alycia out of pocket. Here goes some other things, man.
I still see it as a problem. I see it differently because I feel like she probably thinking she is not Papoose's type. She's not the normal that you would think he would go for. Or she's trying to live up to what she thinks his ideal woman is. She's not it. So there's a level of insecurity there with her. So when people are talking, it's kind of like nagging at that little insecurity that she has and she's lashing out.
I think she's very insecure. Absolutely. I agree 1,000% with that. I think she's super duper immature, right? Because she's acting other than herself lately. And money changed people, not for nothing. I'm not gonna say it's the man, but money changed people as well. You understand what I'm saying? But she is definitely acting other than herself. For her to be putting hands on people, though, we're gonna see some of this stuff she said real quick, and we're gonna get off of this because I know I was gone for a minute. She said, I'm pretty accurate with my shit. Yeah, you smacked the shit out of her. You got it all. She said, I didn't sneak anybody. I was right there in her face. Before this, she had already said, I'll beat your ass right now, bitch. And she definitely said that. So that fake classy shit never existed. You know, her trying to play classy. And Claressa got, not for nothing, got some receipts. What do you call that when, I don't know what type of charge that is. Harassment? When somebody constantly calling your name out and talking shit about you. What do you call that? Harassment?
That's not harassment.
What is it?
That's just talking about you.
So what is harassment? Let me look up harassment. Because
media do it all day. You can't. That ain't
that's what I'm saying. She's not a media personality. So for you to always have my name in your mouth and talking
Who's not
shit,
a media personality?
Alycia Baumgardner. Alycia Baumgardner. Neither one of them media personalities. They're boxers. They're entertainers. So for you to constantly always have some shit to say about me and something negative to say about me, what you think gonna happen when I see you, man? Everybody don't live by these rules that certain people live by. You can't just talk shit about certain people, and that's what I'm saying. You can't tell people. I could pop you in your mouth. I could knock all your teeth out your mouth. Stop running, and I deal with the consequences.
But I need to say that ain't gonna stop nothing.
But listen, some people feel like I deal with the consequences, but when I see you, it's on sight.
Yeah.
It's people that feel like when I see you, it's on sight. And Claressa went talking to stop worrying about my shit. Worry about who you dealing with. That's it. I'm tired of you talking, bitch. Excuse my language. But
now she gonna talk with some of your money. Make it make sense.
And it seemed like Claressa was preparing for this. I ain't gonna front. She said, tomorrow about to be a movie. I think she was really talking about the fight with Ronda Rousey. You know, Ronda Rousey and the girl was going back and forth. And, Ronda Rousey submitted the girl first round or whatever the case may be. But boy said, he said, where's the class in this or whatever? He said, I have plenty of class. She threatened me, called me all kind of bitches too. Who, even say this, right? If I'm in your face and I'm trying to talk to you, right? We might be intense and all that shit. Once you start flailing the names and all that type of stuff, I don't know, man. I just feel like the best way to handle this shit is to be respectful about the situation when we talking, because any disrespect, you don't know how nobody gonna feel, man. Niggas lose their life over disrespect.
No, people lose their life over immaturity. If you're offended by someone,
you can call it what you want to call it, LBs.
That's your level of maturity that you need to deal with. You can't control what somebody else say. All that stuff she popped about Claressa is still said. It's still out there. If it's on social media, people can play it back over and over again. Popping her in the mouth didn't change none of that. Now she can do it with some of Claressa's money. Well, so that's what you want. Then keep it going.
Well, Claressa got to deal with that, right? Because she made the decision to do what she did. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, right, we could call it whatever we want to call it, right? Niggas lose their life, a little immaturity and all that shit. You ain't have to lose your life if you wasn't being immature and running your motherfucking mouth.
You can say whatever
you didn't have to get punched in the mouth if you was doing this shit. If we just have a level of respect for each other, it ain't never got to go there, period. Right?
So once you can control,
listen, LB, once people cross that line, this is what I'm saying, right? Once people cross that line, you can't tell nobody how to deal with their shit. A lot of people deal with their shit. Some people
anything other than
everybody don't have the Martin Luther King goddamn mentality, bees.
No, it ain't got to do nothing with Martin Luther
King. Yes, it do, because
it's 100% fact. You cannot control anything someone else does. That's not your business. Only thing you control is what you do. That's 100% fact. You can call it whatever. Martin Luther King. It's a fact.
Just because you're stating a fact, LBs, I am also stating a fact.
You're stating
right. You may not want to see it. You may not want to see it as a fact, but you can't tell nobody how to feel about disrespect because that's how you handle some shit.
No, it's a proper way to handle some things.
It's a proper way to talk too. It's a proper way to talk and behave too.
Okay, so you're talking
right. We got to stop acting like we don't. No, listen to what I'm saying.
We're talking about two different avenues, right?
No, we're not. We're not.
No, yes, we are, because
we're
talking
not.
about personal responsibility. You as a person, you're only responsible.
So you telling me you can't control your mouth?
You are only you.
Listen to what I'm saying, B. You keep
control what EMS does. You can't.
LB, do you want to listen? Do you want to listen for a second?
I'm just explaining. We're speaking from.
I understand what you're trying to say. You're not listening to me.
I don't care what the next person has to say. I don't care what the next person.
So you willing to let a person call you all types of bitches out your name, all that type of shit? You're cool with that?
Through it, I don't care. They don't pay.
And that's what I'm. Listen to what I'm saying.
They don't write a check in my name.
So listen to what I'm saying, LB.
I don't care what they have to say about me. What they won't do is touch me or mine at all.
Listen to what I'm saying.
But you can talk all you want.
LBs, you live by a different code out here in the world. This is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, LBs. In the world, listen, I understand what you're saying, LBs. I didn't say you didn't state a fact, right? I didn't never say you didn't state a fact, right? But what I am saying, you live by a different rule than a lot of people live out here in the world, right? People don't tolerate disrespect. I know 1 million motherfuckers do not tolerate disrespect, right? Once you disrespect, you cross the line. That's saying you can't control your mouth. So when I can't control my hands or control whatever I do to you, don't be coming talk about I should have been a bigger fucking man or the bigger person. You should have shut the fuck up.
Okay, so I'm going to respond to that, right? And I'm going to give you some real stuff. You can be disrespected anytime, anywhere by anybody. You are not going to be able to fight the world. You walk out in the street, somebody can say something to you you don't like. What you gonna do? Fight everybody? No.
Hey, man.
You talking about police officers? You talking about?
Hey, man. Some niggas don't care about police or none of that. LBs.
Okay,
we see it every day.
Listen to my point, though. Listen to my point. My point is, you can't stop it. What you can control is what your response is and being mature about it.
So you saying, yeah, you go be the bigger person. Everybody, it's crazy when, I always got to be the bigger person. No, shut your ass up. You don't know how I am. You don't listen to what I'm saying, LB. Listen to what I'm. You don't know what people are dealing with mentally. You do not know what people are dealing with mentally, right? So all that be adult shit, I hear you. It's people out here going to jail for life, for the rest of their life, over disrespect every day. We act like we ain't living in the real world. They had to turn the other cheek. Let a person disrespect you whenever they want. And you better not do nothing because you got to be the bigger person. Nah, that shit don't work like that. That's not the world we live in.
Being a bigger person, E. You're making it into something that is not.
I'm saying this is not the world that we live in.
Purely
like
we're okay, so it's purely being a person who is mature enough to have an understanding that they cannot control outside forces.
And some people can't control the demons that's inside of them. And some people can't control the demons that's inside of them. So when you push that button and the demon come out, don't say, oh, they should have been a bigger person.
Yes, we deal with
right. If you disrespected me right here and I did what I did, it's over, said and done with. Whatever happened, happened. Right? I'm saying, if y'all heard me from the beginning, I said the best way to deal with it all is us to be respectful of each other. Point blank, period. Because you never know what people dealing with, and you can never tell people how to feel about disrespect because you never know what people going through, yo. We got to stop thinking like this. Some people think they can say whatever the fuck they want to people. That's not the world we live in. A motherfucker will take your life. That's not the world we live in. We got to stop being oblivious to this shit. Like, oh, I can say what the fuck I want. God gave me my mouth and this, that, and the third. You don't know who you dealing with. You don't know what this man might do. Right? And then I'm seeing somebody, who did I say, teacher? That's an absolute fact. If you saw her movie, she been disrespected. Like, you don't know how she feel about being disrespected. Like, you don't know how she may feel about that shit. And not for nothing, I agree absolutely with you, Melodonna, right? Is an angel. Self-control is part of the profession, right? And I think that she could possibly blow her bag because she's under a contract through a promotional company, right? But if you see in the video, they was talking for a minute and the girl continued to do whatever. And Clarissa's like, I got her ass here right now, right? And you don't know what she's dealing with. You don't know what her mental is. You don't know she's been abused all her life, verbally abused. I'm not taking that shit. You know, like it's so much.
You an excuse. I was abused.
That's not excuses.
I was bullied. I was tormented.
But you're not a boxer either.
Trying to fight the world.
Listen, you're not a boxer either. You're not a boxer that understands your capabilities. Like, bitch, I slap the fire out your ass.
If you're making excuses, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're making that excuse to live by, then you don't matter who you are. You talking about disrespect. Your reaction to disrespect. If you're making that excuse, then it should apply to everybody, not just boxers, right?
Listen, right? Maybe y'all not hearing me. Right? Disrespect goes both ways. Violation goes both ways, right? When you violating, right? All that, I should be the bigger person to turn around and do all this shit. That's not the world we live in. What world we live in?
But if
do we live in a world where niggas is doing that shit?
Children, if we're living in a world where everybody responds like emotional children, then yes, we're going to continue to have problems.
We continue.
You need to be mature enough to say, I know this girl and I done had problems, and I know she's gonna be there. If she engaged with me in inappropriate behavior, I'm going to walk away and mind my business.
The best way to deal.
Thing to do.
This was the mature thing to do that I think. Don't even approach her, right? That's where Claressa was wrong at. Even approaching her, saying anything, right? Even approaching her, saying anything. But I hear all this shit y'all saying, you know, these turn the other cheek people, these Martin Luther King type of people. I hear y'all. Everybody ain't fucking like that. All this fake made up world y'all living in, like you could talk to people however you want and people ain't gonna react or have a reaction. You just ain't ran into the right motherfucker.
I'm not saying that at all.
I'm not talking about you, LBs. I'm just talking about people in general.
I get what you're saying. And I can say I have that mentality because I take ownership for what I do. I'm accountable for what I do. I don't blame somebody else for making me act a certain way. And we have that different of how we're presenting the same information. I'm not saying at all that people should go around disrespecting people, but I'm saying as me as a person, I'm more accountable for my actions because I don't let somebody dictate my life by talking about me and provoking me. I don't give anybody that much power over me. That's not me. I'll walk away. You can talk to yourself. I don't give you that power to take me off my block and give up my bag and give up my endorsements and give up my life to prison or give up my life and go to the grave. I don't give you that much power.
Hey, I hear it. I mean, you know, I hear it. Me personally, I ain't taking no abuse. So don't think you can say whatever you want to say to me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the police. I don't care if you're Jesus himself. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not running around trying to disrespect nobody. And if I come with you at a level of respect, the minute you disrespect and violate, it might be going down right there.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't tell people how to feel about disrespect. One thing I know, right? And I've been to prison before, right? 3 rules in prison. You better not call me a bitch, a snitch, and you better not never tell me to suck your dick. Right? Niggas will kill you. Niggas will kill. This is what I'm trying to say. Niggas will kill you over that shit.
Wow.
Right? So what I'm saying is you can't tell people how to be. It don't matter if she's a professional boxer. They both professional boxers. They both professional boxers, right? And if you go look all down Alycia Baumgardner timeline, if you go look, she been talking about Claressa Shields for years, and they happen to catch up with each other. Like I said, I don't like it, period. Right? Because I think you could possibly be done fucked up the bag. Like she about to dig in that bag. Right? Mm-hmm. The best way to deal with it is not fucking even approach her, because you know she on some ignorant shit. She been trying to get you out of your character, get under your skin. And when you know a person is like that, you try to pretty much avoid them because you know your reaction. Right? If I know I'm going to react a certain type of way about something, I'm trying to pretty much avoid it if I run into the person. Like, let me get the fuck away from it, because when we say something to each other, it might be going down. Like, this shit might turn out bad. Right? So I'm going to try to avoid it. And the best thing that the worst thing that she did was not avoid it.
Yeah.
She went right to it. And I think, and I'm looking at Pat Poole some type of way because he was right there. Right? Even though he caught it late, you see them going back and forth. You supposed to be pulling her from the rip. Like, come on, that shit ain't even worth it.
I'm just curious, ain't even worth it. Have we seen this from her before? Like, was she this type of boxer before? Because if she was being attacked all these years, why now is it something? I feel like Papoose is the conduit for her behavior right now.
I may agree with that.
Now, I feel
listen,
like she got to live up to something. I think that's what she's thinking.
I agree with that, and it's like most of the shit that she's trying to protect seem like it's about her relationship.
Yeah. Right.
Most of the shit she's trying to do is all about her goddamn relationship. And I'm saying, as Pat Poose being the older gentleman that he is supposed to be, you're supposed to keep that in check, man. Like, that shit ain't even worth it. We ain't dealing with her, man. We got bags to get. Like, you focus right now. You on your shit. Like, and if you ain't doing that, then you're just in the way, man. What are you really around for? You know what I mean? And I got love for Pat Poose. Like, we actually know each other. So like I said, man, it is what it is, man. Like, she done got banned from MVP Promotions, which she ain't never had no fight with MVP Promotions, right? But she been calling MVP Promotions out for trying to get a fight with Alycia Baumgardner. But she got the right name, Baumgardner. I don't think she's that nice. They picking and choosing her opponents. Like, and you sitting around popping shit. Shut up. For real. Because I'm tired of her. I'm tired of both of them with the both going back and forth. But I'm tired of her because she popped too much shit. She just talked too fucking much. And the shit she be saying, the shit she be saying will get under anybody's skin, I think. Like, why you keep talking about me? Now you talk about my relationship. Now you talk about everything. Like, you getting personal. We talking about boxing, that's cool. You start talking about other shit, you getting personal. You doing too much. You know what I mean? But
I just hope that she takes.
I'm not saying she right, Melodonna. Melodonna is Angel, right? That's what the name is. I'm not trying to say, see, y'all got me confused. I'm not saying she was right. I'm not saying Claressa was right. I'm saying you can't tell people how to feel about disrespect. You can't tell nobody how to feel about disrespect, yo. You know, you could come with your scenario and say, I wouldn't do it. I would turn the other cheek, and I have the bigger, I'm a bigger person. I'm protecting the bag, but you can't tell people how to feel about disrespect.
Yeah, but isn't how you feel and how you react two different things?
From the feeling comes the reaction.
So why are you acting out of your feelings instead of out of control?
This is what I'm saying. We see emotional people every day do some of the dumbest shit, and we like, why the fuck motherfucker acting out of emotion or doing certain things? You cannot tell people, like, once they emotionally involved, how they gonna fucking feel or how they gonna react. Like, I realized that shit as a young person. Like, I start, me personally, minding my mouth with certain shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying certain shit. Like, you know, person in their feelings or whatever the case may be, I pretty much try to be quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to egg it on. I ain't trying to push a person buttons and take them up a level. You know what I'm saying? Right. I ain't trying to do that. What's up, music boss? I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I could turn it up a couple levels.
But you got people that you said that will do that on purpose. So you as a person have to know how to handle, how to respond so that you don't get off your block, right?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Larry Mark? You're right. You're right. Listen, LBZ, I didn't never say you wasn't stating facts. You know I wasn't saying that. I said what you were saying was 100% fact. But what I am saying is also 1,000% fact, right? Because I am trying to tell y'all the realest shit I know. I've seen people act crazy off of being disrespected, yo. I've seen people clear blocks out over feeling disrespected. Just off of feeling.
Well, that ain't feeling. It's their reaction to the feeling.
It's the emotion. It's the reaction. But the emotion and the feeling brings the reaction. Every action causes a reaction, right? So
right. But the reaction can be different. You can change the reaction. You can react through hostility, or you can react civilly. But your reaction,
everybody ain't civil. What I realize, everybody ain't goddamn civil.
But you choose that based on the circumstance. If you are a mature person, you make the mature choice.
And you know, and that's the crazy part too, because I see somebody saying they fell out, right, over Claressa accused of taking PEDs, messed up her reputation, right? Once they fell out.
What?
That PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, right? Oh. But look, the thing is, right, they did fall out. They fell out. Nah, she ain't hurt the girl, but you know how they gonna play it, Keith. You know how to hurt the girl. you know,
we're more talking about Claressa at this point, because she about to mess up, you know, behaving, you know, acting like this though.
I just wish they would. I think that's what's happening right now, Kimberly. She's being groomed by an older nigga. Right? Right now, that's what's happening right now. She's being groomed by another nigga, right? You see her fashion unchanged. She's more fashionable. She's wearing makeup.
But that's the point I was making. Do you
cares
feel
about
like
her appearance?
Her trying to live up to Remy Ma's? You know how she was? Because she glamped up, and you know Remy, she get it popping with her mouth. She'll go down in the street. She cutting bitches. So I feel like, to me, on some level, she's trying to live up to what she thinks Papoose really wanted and is attracted to, which is Remy Ma. That's my opinion. I'm sorry.
You ain't the only one think that. Somebody said that to me about 15 times. And I said, man, knock it off, man. She ain't trying to be no Remy Ma.
Like that.
And the more I look at her, though, you know, one day they put this shit up on social media, right? And after the person had told me, and I said, look at this shit, man. They putting them side to side. Claressa dressing like her, all the furs and shit, like almost dressing exactly like her and shit. And I'm like, damn. But I don't know, man. I think they really in love, man. We're gonna stick to that, man. We're gonna hope they really in love. I ain't never seen Papoose do no shaky shit, right? We only know what we hear.
Right.
Remy say certain things. I never seen Papoose do no shaky shit. He always been a stand-up guy from what I know. When I met him, you know what I'm saying? He always been like a stand-up guy. So I don't know, you know, I think they really in love. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. You know what I mean? I know some people would say, yeah, they don't got nothing in common, but they do. You know, Papoose is a boxer also, like on the low. He boxed too. He trains too. He been training since a young jit. Like his cousin is a professional boxer, but he ain't boxed in a minute. He was actually a champion. So he been in the gyms and shit all his life. So that's the one thing that they do got in common. So him being at the fights and stuff like that, that shit ain't nothing new. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they do have that in common, but I think their mentality is different. I think she has almost an immature mentality.
Well, she is young,
more so than him.
And she might even be less mature in a relationship wise because she's been focused on boxing for so long. How many relationships or serious relationships has she really had?
None really, for real. None really. You could probably count them on one hand, and I think this is like the most famous person she been with. You know what I'm saying? So she trying to protect this shit like she trying to protect this shit like the government. Listen, Claressa, I'm gonna say this personally to you. Always protect the brand. Always protect the bag. Yeah. Right? Because once them lawsuits start coming, they don't stop. So always protect the bag, man. And you don't, like LBZ said, you don't have to always act out of character, right? The classy thing, because she said she had class. The classy thing was to not even approach her and act like she don't even exist. Head held high. You are the GWOAT. You go around calling yourself the GWOAT every day. Every hashtag on your post say GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. Listen, if you really feel like that, you should be holding your head high and not doing certain things and approaching people out in the street and doing certain things, right? You shouldn't be doing that. You should not be doing that.
And I would take it as a compliment because if somebody woke up every day with me on their mind to the point where they had to go and type out some stuff online, I would feel honored.
That means you want to be me. That means you want to be
about me. You absolutely love.
Nah, she not. Remy Ma definitely not bigger than goddamn no Claressa Shields. What Remy Ma really did? Remy Ma been in jail. She's a rapper, but she been in jail. She ain't bigger than Claressa. She is definitely not no bigger than Claressa. 2-time, like you said, Keith, 2-time Olympic gold, and she done been undisputed in 4 different weight classes. It's nobody in history probably gonna beat these motherfucking man.
Everybody don't follow sports.
Remy nowhere as big as goddamn.
I did not know anything about Claressa Shields until she started dating Papoose.
But you're not really a box fan either,
right? So I'm saying to other people, Remy was more popular or more known,
more relevant. People that like music, right? But when you put the accolades and shit side to side, Remy don't even compare.
Yeah, no, they're in two different.
She don't even compare. Like, and no disrespect to Remy, love her, but like I said, man, I just wish they could have handled it a little different, both of them, because both of them have accolades. Alycia Baumgardner and Claressa.
They want to talk about Wemby.
Y'all holding first of all, dog, 41 points, 24 rebounds. I didn't even want to get into that. Real quick, we're going to get into this because I know LB's probably got to go. I'm holding up. I came in a little late because I got a lot of shit going on because I'm about to leave this weekend to go to Cali. So, listen, I actually was going to talk about this. We're going to talk about, Shay getting MVP. Do y'all think he even deserved, first of all, MVP? Look at this. NBA stat leaders in 2026 season. Luka, points per game. Rebounds per game, Jokic. Assists per game, Jokic. Blocks per game, Wemby. PER, Jokic. BPM, Jokic. I don't even know what this is. But Jokic, I think Joker should have got most valuable player. I was kind of saying that. But you know what? That's why Wemby went off last night. He don't believe Shea should have got the MVP either. Right? I tell you what, Oklahoma City Thunder got their hands tied with these boys. It looked like San Antonio might be the team to beat. I just think when they come up against that brutal East Coast defense and hard body style of play, I think the West got the more talented players. I just think East Coast a little bit more physical than the West Coast players. But yeah, Shea, I don't think he should have won the MVP. He got it back to back. Shout out to him, man. But like I said, I don't think he should have got it, man. He ain't got first of all, he don't lead in no stats. He ain't leading no stats. How do he get the MVP? I'm starting to believe Remember I said this. I don't know if I said it yesterday. That the NBA is rigged, right? Before Cleveland beat Detroit, the NBA made an accident and posted a commercial for the Cavaliers and Knicks in the Eastern Conference Final the day before. And just so happened Cleveland go and blow Detroit out like that. Come on, ain't nobody think Detroit was going to get... They was the favorite. They got blew the hell off the court. Yo, he can't mess with him, dog. Keith, that's gonna be the defining point of the series. Chet Holmgren can't stick him, man. He can't stick him, yo. They got to try to do more than they got to do more to try to stop Wemby, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Is this your MVP? How is he MVP, dog? And no disrespect to Shea, because he had a hell of a season. But the stats that Joker put up, how can you not give that to Joker? How? He led in rebounds per game, assists per game, averaged about what, 27, 28 a game? Might have been even 26, 25. But come on, man, these is outstanding numbers, man. I can tell you what, if Wemby don't get hurt, though, that's going to be the best player for generations to come, man. The best player ever in the NBA, man. I saw him shoot that three in overtime, man, down there from half court. And he had time. He came up. I said, no. No, this goddamn slinky, what you call him, Slender Man? He is nice. That boy nice, man. That boy nice. Joker, come on, the numbers Joker put up. First of all, Joker had better numbers than he had all his MVP seasons. How the hell he don't get the MVP? I think they got, not that they got something against Joker, because you know he should have won it 3 years back to back. And they jerked him the third year because they like, damn. You know, these overseas guys, he an overseas guy getting 3 MVPs back to back. Ain't nobody did that. Not even Jordan. You got all the people on the Shaqs and them talking about it. But he should have won MVP that year as well. You can't deny talent, man. You can't deny his talent. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, it's so much I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I got a lot going on, man, so forgive me. I will be leaving out of here to go to Cali this week, so forgive me, y'all. You know what I mean? Joker definitely should have got it. Oh, listen, man, he should have got it. There's no way that you have these type of stats and you don't get the recognition you're supposed to you deserve. Right? None of these guys average even a double-double, but Wemby and Joker. Joker averaged a triple goddamn double, my nigga. The whole season. How? Don't make sense, man. Don't make sense. I had so much I want to talk about, like I said, man. If y'all want to stick around for a little while, I can rock out. I know LB's might got some stuff to do, but I can rock out for a little bit with y'all. It shit maybe about another half hour, another 20-something minutes or something. But yeah, some stuff going on, man, out here. Y'all know Diddy preparing for another trial. Y'all know Diddy preparing for another trial, man. He preparing for another trial. Diddy ready to fight, though. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, this is where I think it get tricky for Diddy. This is where I think it get tricky, right? Because remember I said this during the trial, right? That Cassie, took him to court or whatever the case may be. Now, if a sex worker took him to court, something totally different. So check out what they saying. Diddy is behind bars of Fort Dix, but he's not backing down from a fight with one of his favorite freak-off workers. Come on, man. Stop saying one of his favorite. Maybe it was.
A favorite.
Yeah, the bad boy mogul. First of all, this is the guy. Remember I said they didn't call him as a witness?
Uh-huh.
Remember I was on here saying there was one guy that was a freak-off worker that wasn't calling him as a witness. They didn't call him as a witness. And if they would have called him as a witness, they probably would have got Diddy on the RICO. right? Because you flew me out. Personally, you flew me out. I am the one that they should have been calling as witness number one. Right? But they never called them as a witness. But they came to him and told him that he would be a witness. So what happened was they say the Bad Boy Mogul just filed a demand for a jury trial in a $20 million lawsuit brought by Clayton Howard, the former male escort, who says Diddy and Cassie used him for sex and left him with nothing. His lawyers dropped the filing in a California federal court, and Diddy, his company, Diopco LLC, and Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, all want 12 regular people to hear this case. Howard has been going at Diddy and Cassie. He ain't been going at Diddy. He been going at Cassie. I've been hearing all his interviews, and he been saying, you know, Cassie gave him something. She got pregnant by him. So much other stuff, right? But he's saying the only way for him to sue Cassie, he got to involve Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's why Diddy want to fight, because I think Diddy want all the shit to come out to find out who was the real main person and the main culprit behind this shit. So that's why I really think he want to fight. But he ready to fight. And like I said, Howard has been going to Diddy Cassie hard since suit back in July 2025. He says Cassie, I read that already. No, I ain't read that. Cassie brought him in through an escort service around 2009 and kept him around for close to 10 years of paid freak-off sessions. Howard claims Diddy went by the fake name Frank Black, while Cassie used her own fake names to say hidden things. Got even worse when Howard said Cassie gave him an STD, got pregnant by him, and then aborted the baby without ever telling him. He's been telling his story to anyone who will listen. This might backfire on him because he's been talking on all these podcasts. And he's even going to law school so he can fight his own case after his building company fell apart from all the press. Now Howard may be the next person to face off against Diddy in court, depending on the judge's ruling. But he really want to get at Cassie. You know, in all the podcasts, he like, yo, I really want to go at her for what she did. He was like, it's no other way for me to go at her without including Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, he definitely issued her paperwork already. So I guess Diddy done got his paperwork too. And hopefully, I don't know how it's going to play out, but if they would have used him during that trial with Cassie, they tried to get everybody else. If they would have used him, I think that they felt that if they used him, that he was going to tell the truth. Like he was going to tell the truth, and it would also put Cassie in trouble. That's why they didn't use him. You know what I'm saying? That's why they didn't use him. So now he's going at Cassie and Diddy, and he won $20 million. I think Diddy should just say, yo, man, listen, I'm gonna shoot you $3 million, $5 million, sit your ass on down, man, and take that. You know how Diddy do. I told you we won't stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I don't know. I don't even know I want to keep going, man. Civil. I think it's I actually think it's a civil case, Keith, but I think he want to go criminally with Cassie because he like Cassie wasn't right? He was like, the reason Diddy went through all that was because of Cassie. He said Diddy should have never went through that. He was like, at the end of the day, and his only claim with Diddy is that Diddy flew him from one part of the country to the next. That would establish the RICO though for Diddy, right? Because you working and you doing a service, and you got like he would have been the person to where none of the other sex workers was being flew all over the place. They would be there already, right? He was the main, like the big dog, the one they wanted all the time. Well, the one Cassie wanted all the time, right? They talked about him like crazy on the trial, but they didn't use him, yo. They didn't even bring him up on the stand. And he was like, he was blown by that. They didn't bring him up on the stand. And then he started going to do these podcasts. And I think that once you get on these podcasts telling your story and doing all that shit, it fucks up your credibility.
Yeah.
When you go into court. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure it out, man. I tell you what, man. I think Diddy about to be home. You know what I'm saying? We still got to hear what happened with the appeal. That shit still ain't done yet. The appeal still ain't up. I know people think it's over, but appeals could take forever, it seemed like, for them to come up with a response or whatever the case may be. But I think he'll be home soon. through the appeal process. So we'll see how it play out. But I think, there's tactics. I'll fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. And I think at the end of the day, Diddy ain't going no trial. He'll settle that shit out and let old boy be old boy. Like, take some money, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. She gave you STD. I ain't know. Here, take that, man. You know what I mean? They said some crazy shit. I done heard some crazy shit about Diddy. Like, about his status, like, his health status and shit. Like, I heard some crazy shit. I don't know if it's true, so I don't want to spread that. But I'm like, man, if this stuff is true, he did start looking different in the face. Maybe that's because he's just getting high. But yeah, man, ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling. Do y'all believe in aliens? Do y'all believe in aliens? Actually, I want one more time. Because this shit's starting to get spooky. It seemed like they're about to unleash the aliens on us. I don't know what's going on, right? It seemed like they're about to close down Area 51 and unleash the aliens on us, LBZ, right? I saw this shit. I said, and I've talked about it yesterday. I said 4 different alien species. I brought this here because I said, I know people think I'm lying. I know people think I made this shit up, right? No, I ain't make it up. A recent report by the New York Post has reignited debate around UFOs and extraterrestrial life after claims surfaced that 4 different alien species were allegedly recovered from crashed, unidentified flying objects. The story is based on statements from UFO researchers and former insiders connected to long-running conspiracy theories surrounding secret government programs and alleged cover-ups. This claim suggests that multiple governments, especially the United States, may have been studying recovered UFO technology and non-human beings for decades. Supporters of these theories, they still call them theories, point to military whistleblowers, leaked documents, and classified aerospace programs as possible evidence that authorities know more about UFO encounters than they publicly admit. Fair use, whatever this is, copyright disclaimer. I don't even think I needed all of this. Allowance is made for fair use, comment, news reporting, teacher scholarship. Oh, so basically they said that they was, they ain't bringing up no false story, basically. I guess it's fair use for them to talk about it. But first of all, y'all know they got files. Y'all know they got files on these UFO things, just like Epstein. They try to put these things out, and Epstein is already there. I think it's something there. I don't know if they actually know about it. For them to say that's specific, right? It's 4 different alien life forms we done encountered. That's very specific, right? Specific. Very specific, right? It's very specific. When you're saying 4, that means it seems like they know more. They know more, man. And if this is the case, right, you got scientists saying we may have an alien invasion. It's some weird stuff going on, and I'm like, I cannot be. What am I living in? Like, what is this? The Twilight Zone?
It's gotta be the Twilight. It's funny you say that. I don't know. I kind of been saying this for years. Like, it's been evidence, like way back. Like, you can't, it's undeniable evidence that we are not the only intelligent beings in this
I believe
infinite galaxy is what they call it. Like, if we have multiple planets, you don't believe that there's life on those planets. It's absolutely absurd.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
What if we are extraterrestrial?
We are aliens to other planets.
No, I'm saying,
what if
our people came from somewhere else and this is how we got here?
That's what I was about to say. And if you think about it, we got this whole legend of how we came to be, right?
Right.
But if you break it down, the only way that and I want to walk a line, that don't cross religion, but also science, because I'm gonna say, Liz, if you walk a line and you look at what the explanation is for us being, right, either you have to explain it in a way that makes sense, or you just have to wave it off and say we were created by something. You know what I'm saying? So
that definitely may be the case. That definitely may be the case. It's kind of like
one of the things, you got to create something to say, you know, what makes sense, because we can't explain what really happened.
Have you ever heard? Yeah, you can finish.
I've always felt like, you know, we're not the only beings, like, of course, on different planets. But for me, I feel like having things like TV, movies, scripts, things like that has been something that was put into place to make us able to comprehend.
Like even E.T., right?
Yeah, to help us comprehend what's actually what actually may be revealed. Like, so you sprinkle a little bit here and there, so we learn to accept things. Like, we learn to accept that there may be a possibility of a robot walking around with artificial intelligence. So they sprinkle that stuff in the movies over time so we can get that as an idea. Because if you think about it, you just drop a robot right here and it's like, complete chaos, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the fact that we've been shown these images over the decades, right? We've been shown images of aliens. Number one, how you know what an alien looked like?
My brother Keith.
2, you show us these things are possible. Like, we were shown that we could video chat with each other back when we were watching the Jetsons. Y'all remember that? They were showing us this stuff. So when it happened, we won't be so shocked and we would be accepting. So I correlate the actual fact that everything we saw in the Jetsons, in the Simpsons, these things
coming to reality.
Were far-fetched, were actual things that we needed to see so we can accept it when we actually see it.
When it came, right?
Right.
That makes perfectly good sense though. But have you ever heard the theory? Because I'm gonna say conspiracy theory that bees aren't even from here. Bees was put here supposedly for a specific reason, for healing, health shit, and to help us, right? That's, you know, like I said, a conspiracy theory. I'm gonna say this is a conspiracy theory, but I heard this numerous times reading and shit like that. That bees are not even from here. That bees ain't even from here. But I think that
I never heard that one, but I have seen where they show hieroglyphics in, like,
you got to think of this
caves and stuff like that come from our supposedly caveman era, that show aliens, that show the ships, that show the stick people with the big head. You know, they were drawn in the rocks. So how far back this stuff goes? Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying, right? Bees, the pollen, bee. First of all, they saying the bee stinger or whatever with the bee can cure cancer. It's certain things, right, that the bee can do, right? But where does allergies come from? Why do we, if we're from here, why do so many people get so much allergies from just naturally living on the planet? This is what I'm saying. Like, if we was from here, I don't think that stuff
just the fact that we have pyramids.
What happened?
Just the fact that there are pyramids.
Do you understand this too?
How did you build a pyramid and you had no equipment?
Do you know they say it's structures under that?
Yes,
it's structures under the pyramid.
They saying I thought they were whole cities.
Yeah, they saying that. I won't that. I'm about to handle that now. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the pyramids. First of all, the pyramids, all that shit, right?
Just to think about it,
should be a sign that's
pyramid. You see one of those big blocks, right? Can you imagine how many people it takes, even if you were using a pulley system, you know, to build that thing and lift that thing? Look how high up it goes. Who was up there structuring the damn
tons and tons
of technology?
Tons and tons and tons. Have you ever seen the structures built into the mountains, like castles and shit built into the mountains? Like, the technology that had to go into making this type, you had to have some type of laser technology. Like, that's a sign of advanced civilization, right? Something, right?
Because even think about it now. They tell you, even if you try to go digging into somewhere, you still got to have some knowledge that where you're digging, is it going to stay up? You
know what I wanted to say too?
Without collapsing.
The people from the past, right? They documented everything, right? Even though we might document stuff with papers and stuff like that, they documented everything. If you go inside the pyramids, you see the stuff, right? Yeah. They even got shit in the pyramids that look like helicopters, purses, watches, computers.
Yeah. Computers.
Right? They got stuff that you can see and be like, damn, this shit from how old? How long ago?
Yep.
Right? I actually heard that civilization actually was like a nuclear war with us and other planets. And I'm like, other planets, this shit don't even sound right.
Yeah.
Right? And the people that created these things had to flee the earth. But I ain't getting into that, man. I just wanted to give y'all a little more extra because I was gone for a little bit. But, it'll get better probably tomorrow. I'll be all right. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I appreciate all y'all coming out, man, and rocking with us. When y'all do, the ones that's the regulars, is around every day, we love y'all, man. We love y'all, and we're going to keep it coming, man. Listen, man, I'm a Mortal EMS, the Have Nots mascot. Do me a favor. If you're on right now, hit that like button, subscribe, share, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, right? Leave a comment, and make sure you got them notifications on so y'all will know when we going live, man. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. 100.
Neil Beasley, y'all, holding it down for the ladies on the Barcode Boys conversation channel. Thank y'all for joining us for this conversation. A good one today. Keep coming back Monday through Friday. As E said, make sure that you're liking the video when you come in. Hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if you have not, so you can get those notifications and come back and share us with your friends and family if you want. I hope y'all have a great day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Absolutely. 100, man. Love y'all.
Have a good
Can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm back with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. Actually, gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the Have Nots.